Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's unboxing and first impressions video, we've got a package from Specialist. Now, Specialist had sent me this package as a sample for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with them prior to publication. They will see this when you do. And just that, there will be links in the description box down below. Those are non-affiliate links, so if you're considering buying anything that's inside of this package or anything else from Specialist, feel free to use those links at your leisure or navigate to the site on your own. Okay, so I did check out, I believe it's called Specialist. I should have actually asked them. It's SPC/LST. I believe it's Specialist. That's what I've been calling them. Maybe I will confirm before I do the full review. Anyway, I did a bag, one of their tote bags, earlier this year, and it actually ended up being quite a good tote bag. There was two minor issues with the bag that I would personally change, but overall it functioned and worked great. It was like my go-to lake bag for the summer. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It is a highly recommended product. So if you're looking for a pretty good tote bag, if I remember, I'll also drop that link in the description box down below. But this go around, I want to check out some of their clothes, and with it getting a little chilly out, it's like 45 degrees outside right now. I'm a little cold, it's still a little warm upstairs, but when I go outside, I'm a little chilly. So I figured I'd get ahead of the game and get some fall and winter gear in now so I can keep myself warm and I can check it out for you. So when it starts to get a little colder by you, you know what stuff to get and what not to get. So without further ado, let's crack on open this package and see what we have inside. Okay, get rid of that. All right, you don't see this very often. This is actually a little bitty piece of protection. So if you were to cut this with a box cutter, you've got a layer in between the garments in the top of the box. Okay, we got our Specialists, the SPC LST. It's a little thank you card. Okay. Now we got 2 and 3. So let's get the big old box out of the way. All right. Start with the smallest bit on top. Oh, okay. That got some stuff to it. All right, so there we go. We have our wool watch cap. I forget what this is called. The name, the Ranger, right? Ranger, the Ranger beanie. I think this is this one of the ones that's 100% wool? We'll get all the specs, but yeah, I like this color. It's pretty much beanie weather for me, at least in the mornings. We're still having some warmer afternoons. Today was a little cooler, but we've been having some warmer afternoons. So we have the Ranger beanie. Kind of digging this. There it is. Ooh, this is a little different than I was expecting. I thought this was going to be, at least in the image, this is the, I had all these names memorized until I had time to unbox them, and then I couldn't remember. Totally spaced. The Synapse, it's the Synapse shirt. I thought this was going to be kind of fuzzy, but this is, it's actually more like a shell. It's kind of like a shirt jacket. We do have pockets, oh, and they are lined. So we have like this two-toned shirt jacket look. I do like how this pocket is the color of this side on the darker green. So we have this olive two-tone look to it. Snap buttons. Nice feeling liner. Okay, I did expect this to be fuzzy. I don't know why I thought this was going to be like a bit of a fleece, a mix of a fleece and a material, but it's still cool nonetheless. I do enjoy this. I'm digging it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of nice. See, the back is one solid panel though, so we don't have the two-tone back like we do in the front. Well, I guess we do have a two-tone back. We have across the top, and then the rest of the body is the lighter color olive, but Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Feels pretty comfortable to the touch. We will be trying all of this stuff on shortly. And then this one I remember. This one is called The Revenant, because I like that movie about Hugh Glass, so I remembered Revenant. By the way, that is a total dramatization of Hugh Glass and his wife. We didn't actually have a child, at least one that was documented. But anyway, still look at packets. I like this. This is something a little different than what I would normally get. It's pretty long, and it has a bit of a tail right there. But this is, let's see, well, we got this part in frame. Okay, so we have dual entry pockets. We have side entry with zipper closures, and then we also have snap closure flap pockets. So we have 2 pockets on the belly. And then if we come up top here, we have, that's just a pleat. We do have a chest pocket on the left chest. Not super deep, but that should fit. I really got to get a different cell phone case. I like the color of this a lot, but it sticks and grips to everything. There. Fits an iPhone 11. There's plenty of room in there. I could probably fit a larger phone in this pocket, but this cell phone case, it's grippy. It just sticks and it just catches everything, pocket lint included. So it makes getting this phone into different pockets a little more difficult because of the case. I'm probably going to have to switch to something not so grippy. Anywho, we do have a hood here, and then we do have a storm flap. So we have a button closure storm flap that goes all the way down. We have a 2-way zipper, which is really nice, especially in a coat, because a coat is a longer one. A jacket is usually like waist length, where a coat is 3/4 length. So with the coat, when you're sitting down, it's nice to be able to unzip that, so when you sit down, the jacket will open and it kind of gives you room to sit down, so it's not restrictive. So nice little feature. Let's go inside. Ooh, okay, inside. This is nice. This is kind of, this fuzzy kind of fleece material is what I expected the Synapse to have on the outside, but we have it on the inside of the Revenant. This is really nice. Then we also have 2 small, oh, those are mesh too. You can see my hand through it. So we have, they're both mesh pockets. And then, nope, that's the outside snap. Okay, I thought, deceiving, I thought that snap I saw right there was a extra snap pocket, but no, we have 2 both sides chest pockets with zippers. Then we have some reflectics here, so this is kind of nice. So my thinking with this jacket, because it's a little off-brand for me, I usually prefer coats. I do have like a pea coat, or I'm sorry, I do prefer jackets. I prefer waist length. I do have a couple in-betweens. I like chore coats. They're a little bit longer. This seems, at least the images and seeing it here in person, it looks quite long. But my thinking here was, I'm going to use this potentially to help me layer over my chore coat that I'm going to be wearing for the Red Line Rally, so I can get more wear out of that. And because I have a chore coat that's longer in the body, I wanted a coat to go over, because I thought it would look funny. It's probably gonna look funny anyway if I was wearing a unlined denim coat and then I had a jacket on. You could see like a couple inches of the denim sticking out from underneath the other jacket. So I wanted a longer coat so I could wear that over my rally coat, my rally jacket or coat, so I didn't look so silly and I can get more wear out of my rally coat. Now let's go ahead and try the other 2 garments on, and we'll run through some specs of all of this stuff. Okay, so trying the Revenant on for the very first time, it is long like I had expected. I really had to reach down to grab both sides of the zipper to zipper the coat up. So I don't think I'm gonna have any issues wearing my chore coat underneath this and looking kind of funny. Now, I will say the hand pockets are perfectly placed. Even though the coat is quite long, the side entry of the hand pockets are in a very, very good location. I can stick my hands in them very, very comfortably. They are not down too low at all. Now the feel of the jacket, it does feel quite light and airy. Like I don't feel like I have this bulky long coat on, which I do really like because I was a little bit hesitant because this is such a long coat. I felt like it was going to be very heavy and feel cumbersome, but so far, at least in the test fit, it doesn't feel that way at all. It actually feels very comfortable. Now the Revenant coat from Specialist comes in at $350 USD. They are saying this is a waterproof parka. Now the write-up for this says that this is a body-mapped lining system that regulates temperature with a brushed mesh grid along the spine and closed-cell mesh linings for efficient heat distribution. Now the jacket features 80 grams of Primaloft black insulation, a waterproof drop tail. Now the shell of the parka is constructed of a 40D nylon 66 stretch twill paired with a COWR and milky waterproof breathable coating. The drop tail in the jacket is designed to give you ample room to move. And I can say that I do have plenty of room to move. This parka is quite comfortable. And again, it is not nearly as heavy or bulky as I had anticipated it being. So this is going to be quite comfortable to wear throughout the winter months. And I will also add that Primaloft is actually one of my favorite synthetic insulations. It is a synthetic down insulation seen in a lot of the Patagonia jackets that I've had over the years, and it works great. I can wear a very thin Patagonia puffer jacket. The Patagonia Nano is the one that I have and I love. I can wear that down into the 20-degree temperature range and be comfortable because that Primaloft insulation is really nice and it works out well. Now trying the Synapse on for the very first time, I am really liking this as well. It's fitting good, it's laying well on the body, and it's quite comfortable to wear. The only thing that I don't like that I'm noticing right off the bat, and it has nothing to do with this particular jacket, it is the way that the belly pockets are actually on the shirt jacket. They are in the seams, which is great for visibility. They blend in well, they hide right on the seam. You would never know they're there, but for me at least, they're not the most comfortable to put my hands into. I would rather them be a little bit more centered on the belly and have an actual pocket than be in the seams. They work well. In fact, I think they work really well for keeping stuff in your pockets because with the pocket being on the seam, they tend to be a lot more taut, so you are less likely to have something like keys fall out of your pocket. But just when you're putting your hands into your pockets, it is a little bit awkward. You have to take a wider swing, and I just don't like the way that my hands kind of rest in there when I'm just walking or if I'm just standing with my hands in my pocket. Other than that though, the chest pocket is actually quite usable. It's pretty deep, so you could actually fit a cell phone in there no problems at all, and it's quite comfortable to wear. Now the Synapse shirt jacket comes in at $165 USD, and it is in the color Leaf. The Synapse is also insulated with a Primaloft insulation, although they don't say which version or how many grams, and the shell is also DWR coated. Now this is a classic fit shirt jacket that Specialist says has a functional fit and provides enough room. And I can say that I do have plenty of room underneath. Now I will say for point of note, I am 5'9", roughly 175 to 180 pounds, and both the Revenant Parka and the Synapse shirt jacket are a size large. On a really cold day, I can even combine both the Synapse and the Revenant together to get a lot of that Primaloft insulation and stay quite warm and cozy. Now the Range beanie comes in at $65 USD. Is available in Specialist Red, Black, or a Leaf as seen here. Now that does seem like a high price tag, $65 for a beanie, but that is because it is made from merino wool. And I will say merino wool is one of my favorite fabrics, especially for traveling or being active, because it is both antimicrobial and odor resistant. And if you need to clean it on the go, you can do so in a sink and it will air dry pretty quickly. And having the beanie on my head, I can say that it both fits very comfortably. I like that I have enough room to completely cover my ears, which I'm finding is often not the case with most beanies. They want to be a high roll, and when it is actually cold and you want to cover your ears, you don't have enough fabric to pull down to do so. Not the case here at all. I can completely cover my ears. Now, in addition to being antimicrobial and odor resistant, merino wool is also moisture wicking, which does help out quite a bit if you start to sweat, because it will wick that moisture away and prevent you from overheating. Okay, we're gonna do something here. Getting warm. Might be 40 degrees outside, but it's still at least 65 degrees in the house. Now, get the one I can wear. All right, so this is not my rally jacket. This is my Tellison Cone Mills chore jacket. Same size, close to the same weight denim. I think this might be a 14 ounce, that's a 16 3/4. So it's the same cut though. This is the Tellison, what is it? It's not the chore coat, I can't remember what they call it offhand, but this is essentially the same jacket that I will be wearing for the Redline Rally. This is just not my other one, which I'll show you. I can prove it. I don't want anyone to think that I'm wearing my rally jacket 3 months early. This stiff one that you can still see the creases in. This is, I think I have a tag on it too, don't I? There's the tag. This is my rally jacket. I have a Cone Mills version that I bought on eBay some time ago. This is my rally jacket, but they are the same style, same jacket, the Tellison chore coat. So, sorry, this room's a complete disaster. I got stuff everywhere, especially on the boxes. I intend on wearing that version as much as possible. I want to try both my jeans and my jackets. I'm trying to break top 25. So I needed something, because this is a little bit longer, I needed a coat that would cover this. I can wear over this and cover it, so I didn't look funny like wearing my deck jacket with like 2-3 inches of this sticking out. I thought it would just look weird. So I want something that's longer than my chore coat, if I can find my sleeve, so I can continue to wear this. And there, you can see, there's, can you even see? Is there enough room? There's where my chore coat ends, and I still have like 6 inches of jacket, of parka left. And this is what I'm saying, I have to like reach down, I have to bend over to get the zippers because this is long. But, see a flap in there? There, I can easily fit, and I'm totally comfortable right now. I still have, well, I'm getting a little warm because again, it's a little warm in the house, but I have enough room underneath. This is my main intention with getting a longer coat. I've actually been looking for something for some time. I was looking at different like field jackets and stuff like that, but I have a lot of stuff that looks very similar to a field jacket, so I wanted something completely different that would serve my purpose, which is wear over a chore coat and fit over and cover it so I can continue to wear my rally jacket when it's really cold outside, but something different that I didn't have. And since I was so happy with my Specialist tote, I wanted to try some of their other offerings, and I saw the Revenant, and in addition to it being insulated, fitting the criteria that I wanted, longer than a chore coat, it looks cool. I like the look of it. It's something that I've never tried before. I have had a parka maybe once or twice in my life when I was younger, but even those parkas were completely different than this. I don't think they're quite this long, but it has, I think, I'm looking at myself in the monitor, it has a plain enough look that it doesn't look like I'm wearing, like I don't have a fur hood on it. I don't look like I'm going to the Arctic because I don't have the big fur liner on my hood, but I do have a hood that I can pull up if it starts to snow. But it's also waterproof, so if I do have to go, take Hazel sleigh riding and I don't want to grab out the old beat up North Face, I can just throw this on because this is going to be on the coat rack by the door. And I got double pockets so I can fit my stuff all in it. I don't know, it's comfortable, and it obviously serves one of my main criteria to fit over a longer denim jacket. So already pretty satisfied with the Specialist Revenant, but we will be putting it to the test. I don't think it's going to be quite cold enough to wear this just yet. The shirt jacket, the Synapse, that's going to come in handy because these mornings are still brutal. We're having, it might be in the 30s tomorrow when I wake up. It's already 45 and it's only 8 o'clock at night. It's going to be cold. My run tomorrow, it's going to be frigid, but I digress. So far, very pleased with, I'm getting a little warm. I gotta at least take off the beanie to vent a little bit, but I'm pretty happy. Again, very happy with the tote bag. So when I reached out to see if they wanted to work together again, they were all about it, and I'm so far very pleased with what I'm seeing. But we will be putting each and every one of these items to the test. Probably at the very least have the beanie going tomorrow morning. But yeah, very stoked. Thank you, Specialist, for trusting me to check out some more of your gear. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to its notifications the next time I post a brand new video, like the full real user review of all this pretty good stuff from Specialist. Good night.